What about the Polish word?
Miłość. What does that mean? It means love.
So we are separated this time. I'm not the odd one out. Beer. I think we'll agree on this one.
In Poland, we say piwo.
In Slovakia, we say pivo.
I knew it! Hello! I feel like making all these videos so far, we realized that we have a lot of things in common. Honestly, the odd one out so far for me was Polish, nothing personal.
Y'all know how I feel about Poland and Polish.
Yeah, I agree. But I think like for me and like Slovakia, we very similar.
Yes, the
But
West.
like Bulgarian also for me is like super different. So
For me, Bulgarian and Russian kind of similar, like the most understandable language from all Slavic languages. So
More than like Belarus?
no, I think I'm not sure. I forgot. We need to bring some Belarus.
I remember I went to Bulgaria as a kid once and I tried communicating in Slovak, but I don't honestly remember how that went because at the time I didn't speak English that much. But you know, I feel like I survived, so it means something.
There are a lot of tourists coming in from Slovak, Poland, Slovenia, so I think we manage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel very close because we're literally neighbors geographically, so I feel like we understand each other a lot. Just a couple of rakias and
exactly.
we're there. Yeah, the rakia connecting people.
The universal language.
Right.
As I mentioned, I feel like the most different will be Polish, and most similar, oh my god. I feel like it will be between Serbian and Russian.
Okay. You feel like you're kind of in between, like in between both?
It depends on the root of the word, but usually, as so far we've seen with Draga, with Serbian it's been quite similar. And for Russian, sometimes we have a totally different word, but sometimes it's completely the same. So.
Yeah, and we have the same Cyrillic.
Cyrillic, yeah, because we use the same alphabet, so we'll see how it goes. In Bulgaria, we say voda.
In Serbia, we say voda.
In Russia, we say voda.
in Poland, we say voda.
In Slovakia, we say voda.
Wow!
Stay hydrated.
Stay hydrated after the rakia.
I think the accent was different. We
Yeah.
say voda.
I feel like you two sounded more similar. So you make the O sound a bit more like A sound.
For us, no, voda.
Mine is voda. Gangster as always.
But I think in some rural areas as well, they might say voda, voda, as you are saying it. So it depends on
The
the
region, yeah.
region, yeah.
I feel like even within the same country, like you would different accent.
In Bulgaria, we say žaba.
In Serbia, we say žaba.
In Russia, we say žaba, but also we can say ligushka.
Ligushka?
Ligushka?
In Poland, we say żaba.
In Slovakia, we say žaba.
Oh damn, way close. Today is going pretty well.
So far.
Yeah, it's actually like we have two different kind of frogs.
I mean, it might be like frog and toad.
Wait, toad it's žaba. Frog is like small one.
I thought toad is like the really big frog, you know?
I think it's ropucha in Slovak, but I'm not sure.
We have the same in Poland, ropucha.
A krastava žaba.
Krastava žaba, yeah, we say the same thing, krastava žaba.
Means because you can get krasta, it's like a skin disease.
So for you guys, like frog, it's like žaba. What about toad?
Toad is krastava žaba.
Because I think for Russian frog is more ligushka and toad is žaba. Big one.
What is there a meaning to legushka?
In Serbian, ljigavo means when something is like slimy. It probably comes from that though, because if we say ljigavo for slimy, maybe it's a slimy frog. Maybe. Slimy big frog.
In Bulgaria, we say medicinska sestra.
In Serbian, we say medicinska sestra.
In Russia, we say medicинская сестра.
In Poland, we say pielęgniarka.
In Slovakia, we say sestra or sestrička.
Sestrička, oh my god! Like my little sister.
I mean, it can literally mean sister, but we also use it in the nurse term.
You don't put the medicinal, like...
You don't need to use it. It's like obvious, especially, I mean, if you're in a hospital, you're not really looking for...
Because in Russia, we actually say like медсестра, so it's like short form, like медицинская сестра, медсестра.
Yeah, I feel like if you're at the hospital, you could call the извикай сестрата. You wouldn't say извикай медицинската сестра.
Yeah.
Right, so...
Polish is...
We're Polish!
It was pielęgniarka, but I recognize from like the old movies that when they call like the pielęgniarka, they can say siostro, which is also like sister, but like the nurse is pielęgniarka.
In Bulgaria, we say zmia.
In Serbia, we say zmija.
In Russia, we say zmija.
In Poland, we say wąż, but we also have a word żmija.
In Slovakia, we say hat, but we also know the word zmija. But we use the word zmija in more of a context when, like, you know, like when you're a sly person, like, oh, that girl, she's such a zmija.
Oh,
We
have the same meaning.
yeah, same in Russia. Like
But what's the other word?
Hat.
Hat?
like hat.
I mean, you know, like when you see a snake, it's kind of short when you scream, like, oh, hat. So you just run away.
Oh, maybe it's a type of snake.
I mean, there are different names for different types of snakes, like different species, obviously, but in general, we would use that word.
It was wąż.
Is that also maybe a type of snake?
All the types of snakes are wąż, but like żmija, for example, is the type of it.
Oh, it's a type of snake. Yeah. Interesting.
In Bulgaria, we say pomagam.
In Serbia, we say pomagati.
In Russia, we say pomagać.
In Poland, we say pomagać.
In Slovakia, we say pomáhať.
How would you say, like, help?
Pomož. Pomož.
Pomoć, like noun.
The noun, yeah. Pomož.
We would say upomoć. Yeah, upomoć, like come to help. Yeah.
I would say pomocy, but I think like all of us, like it's very similar. I would understand like if you scream.
Hello guys, if you like this video, please like and comment down below.
In Bulgaria, we say požarnikar.
In Serbia, we say vatrogasac.
In Russia, we say пожарный.
In Poland, we say strażak.
In Slovakia, we say požiarnik.
Well, požar means
The
a
fire.
fire.
Yeah.
So I would understand it. But we say vatrogasac, which means a person like who stops the water, who stops the fire, sorry. Vatrogasac. Vatra is fire in Serbian. Gasiti means to still a fire, right? To stop a fire. So vatrogasac is a person that stops a fire.
We can also say hasić, which also means like basically like putting out the fire, like stopping the fire. So that's kind of similar. Hasić.
And what about your word?
Strażak.
Straža is like an old word for like
The
the guards, yeah.
Yeah, it's the same in Poland. So
Oh. How do you say the fire truck?
fire truck.
Požarna.
Požiarne auto, basically, I would say.
We say пожарная машина.
Mašina, because mašina is car.
Vatrogasno vozilo.
In Bulgaria, we say tuplina.
In Serbia too, we have toplina.
In Russia, we say теплота.
In Poland, we say ciepło.
In Slovakia, we can also say teplo. Like the difference is very warmness, it's pretty much teplo. If you want to say the temperature, it's teplota.
Toplota, yeah, we have that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, in Poland, you can say ciepło for everything.
Love. All we need is love. Okay, in Bulgaria, we say ljubov.
In Serbia, we say ljubav.
In Russia, we say любовь.
In Poland, we say miłość.
In Slovakia, we say laska.
Laska.
Yeah,
So cute.
We have that word too. Laska is like when you caress someone.
Oh,
like,
that's so cute.
Yeah.
Laska in Poland means like hot girl.
It's a kind of love too. Can love a hot girl.
Oh, I've heard it in some songs of yours, laska.
Yeah, it's a, often used word.
What about the Polish word?
Miłość.
What does that mean?
It means love.
Milost, I think, yeah, we have. Milost is like kindness.
Yeah,
Kindness,
kind of to be like dear, kind, like sweet.
Thing. In Bulgaria, we say kashta.
What?
Dom, house. Dom is like, okay, house as the building, it will be kashta, but for home, it would be dom.
So in Serbia, house is kuća, and then home would be dom too.
In Russia, dom is like also house/home, and in general, it's like zdanie.
In Poland, we say just dom.
In Slovakia, house is dom, but home could be domo, just 2 extra letters at the end.
What's the first word you said about house?
Kashta.
We don't have anything similar to that word, I would say.
We say krov for roof.
It sounds like blood in Russian.
Krov is blood. Krov would be rooftop. But do you think that kuća is like come from the same word?
Kucha sounds like kuche, which is dog.
We also have kuća. We have kuća, and a lot of people get that confused.
I think it's derived from probably the same root.
I gotta call in some linguists over here. Like, we're trying our best, but
I was surprised. Okay, we all have dom. In Bulgaria, we say bashta.
Sounds like bashta, which is a garden.
Oh?
In Serbian, we say otac.
In Russia, we say отец.
In Poland, we say ojciec or tata.
In Slovakia, we say in general otec, but there are a lot of like other nicknames, you know, like ocko, oci, tati. There's a lot.
Yeah, we say like if you wanna address your father. Yeah, mostly you would say tatko.
Tatko, so cute.
And otec is like the
Father, it's the formal
it's
word.
the father in church.
In church,
Yeah, you wouldn't call your father otec.
I feel like that goes for most languages. You use a nickname version of the
Right.
parents' versions.
We also say tata, so usually for dad or daddy, it's tata.
I remember my mom told me that when I was little, I combined both words, so I would call my dad bashtatko.
So cute! I love it. I love it.
In Bulgaria, we say krak.
In Serbia, we say noga.
In Russia, we say nога.
In Poland, we say noga.
In Slovakia, we say noha. So now you're the odd one.
I'm the odd one out. Okay, to defend myself, we have like in older books, for example, something that has been written in the 19th century. If you will see the word noga, it means legs. We would understand the word, but mostly we use krak.
Where does crack come from?
I have no idea.
You know, it's because legs crack.
So when you have bad knees, you know, they're
Sorry.
cracking a lot. So
Maybe this is the Slavic word, and krak might come from maybe Turkish or
Maybe.
Greek. Maybe that's why. I gotta research that. In Bulgaria, we say krastavica.
cute. Why is it a small form of it?
It's for the small word is krastavichka.
Oh, even smaller. In Serbia, we say krastavac.
In Russia, we say огурец.
In Poland, we say ogórek.
In Slovakia, we say uhorka.
A what?
Uhorka.
What's that?
Cucumber.
Do you have a separate word for the type of
Pickled.
Yeah, the pickle, because there's like the smaller ones.
Give
We
me
call
a
me
second,
cornichon.
actually.
Cornichon. In Russia, we also have cornichon. The small.
The type of cucumber that you use to make the pickles.
Yeah, it's basically cucumber is uhorka, but we also have like the pickled versions, and we also just call them uhorka, but we put like the adjective before it to, you know, say that they're the pickled. But in like my dialect, we would just say maybe like kvašne ogurki, the pickled cucumbers, basically.
Yeah, in Bulgaria we say roza.
The color or the flower? Rosa in Serbian is the color. But in Serbia, we say ruža.
In Russia, we say rozo.
In Poland, we say róża.
In Slovakia, we say ruža.
Ruža, I think it's another type of flower in Bulgaria.
For us, it's the typical rose, but rosa is the color. It's like pink.
In Russia, for example, pink, it's like розовый. So like rosa, but like with ending.
Same, yeah. Rozov, rozova, yeah.
We say rosa is róża and the color is różowy.
Yeah, for Slovakia, pink is ružová, but it's not necessarily the same word, the flower and the color.
Yeah, I remember that because I did another video where I thought people were talking about flowers, but then they actually talked about the color. And then I was like, but you guys talked about roses. And they were like, no, it's pink. And I'm like, oh.
In Bulgaria we say četka za zubi.
In Serbia, we say četkica za zube.
In Russia, we say zubная щетка.
In Poland, we say szczoteczka.
In Slovakia, we say zubná kevka.
So Polish. Come
What do
again?
you mean Polish? What did you say? What's that?
Yeah, but it's the same thing. It's the brush that you use for your teeth.
Četkica za zube.
Četka za zubi. Zubi is like teeth. Četka is like the brush.
What's your word?
Szczoteczka. I mean, you can say szczoteczka do zębów, which means for teeth, but we just say szczoteczka.
Does that mean like brush?
Yeah.
And how do you say hairbrush?
It depends. It can be szczotka or zgrzebek.
In Russia, it can be щетка, гребень,
Like
расческа.
getting close to a swear word and so
Yeah, so for me, that's why when you said četka is weird because četka for me is a big brush and then četkica is like a small brush. That's why it's a small brush for brushing teeth, right? Because the hairbrush is much bigger.
In Bulgaria we say jabolka.
In Serbia, we say jabuka.
In Russia, we say яблоко.
In Poland, we say jabłko.
In Slovakia, we say jablko.
Why did you add an L there?
Яблоко.
Jabolka. Jabolka.
You also have an L?
Yeah, jabolka.
You also have an L? Oh, I'm the only one that doesn't have an L. We just say
have
jabuka. I think we just don't like to complicate things. Just like that.
In Bulgaria, we say pismo.
In Serbia, we say pismo.
In Russia, we say pismo.
In Poland, we say list.
In Slovakia, we say list.
Interesting.
Call it a paper?
Yeah, paper.
And you can write on a piece of paper and make it a letter.
If you say this sentence, give me a piece of paper to write a letter.
Piece of paper is different than letter, so I would say like môžete mi dať papier, aby som mohol napísať list. So you use a different word, so there's no confusion there.
I see,
the
okay.
same in Poland, exactly the same.
So we are separated this time.
But so far, you haven't been like the odd one out, I feel like, because we had so many similar words.
I'm not the odd one out. Beer. I think we'll agree on this one. In Bulgaria, we say bira.
In Serbia, we say pivo.
In Russia, we say piva.
In Poland, we say pivo.
In Slovakia, we say pivo.
I knew it! Not the last one.
We spoke too soon. We're like,
It's okay.
but you used the Western word for.
But I feel like only for a couple of words I was the odd one out. But for mostly, we will find similarities.
Yeah, you either had the same word as me or as Russian, which is what we kind of predicted at the beginning, right?
Then you know, a little bit of rakia and the differences will disappear.
Just gotta keep on drinking the rakia, guys.
Yeah, and you also said like back in the days you used like similar words, for example, the leg, but you just change it now. So also like you know the words. So
Which was the most different from the other?
I think Polish was the most different, as always.
but today we agree on a lot of words actually.
That
so
is true.
We're getting there. And for me, the Serbia and Bulgaria, like I think we have like the most different. And I feel the closest to my Slovak.
The West Slavs.
I'm just in the middle.
But I was surprised that with Slovakia we had so many things in common as well.
Right, that's why we like to visit, so.
So today we compared 5 different Slavic languages.
If you like this video, please like, subscribe, and comment down below.
See you next time.
Bye!